in Ukraine, war in the Middle East.
Gas shortages across Europe.
We are coming from a period of very low growth. There we are more doubtful. There are more risks to the downside than to the upside.
The European Central Bank has cut rates for the third time this year. This comes as the European economy is stagnating.
Europe, once the engine of the global economy, a symbol of unity, progress and prosperity. But today, this powerhouse faces an economic storm like never before. Inflation, political unrest, aging population and global shift are all converging and pushing Europe to the brink. What exactly went wrong? What does this mean for Europe's future? Stay with me as we unravel the web of Europe's economic challenges. To truly grasp the struggles of today, we need to step back in time. The dream of unified Europe started with grand promise, a single market, a shared currency and the hope of collective prosperity. But with that unity came a risk. The financial crisis of 2008 exposed deep vulnerabilities. Economies once thriving were suddenly drawing in debt. Greece, Italy, Spain, all symbols of a crisis that would change Europe forever. Bailouts were given, but with heavy price. Austerity measures crippled economies, triggering mass protests and leaving scars that still hurt the continent today. The scars of the Eurozone crisis are deep. Many economies never fully recovered, struggling with stagnant growth and high unemployment. The sense of unity, the cornerstone of the European project, was shaken, and trust in the system began to fray. Fast forward to the 2010s. Europe's political landscape started to shift. Populism surged, fueled by economic discontent and distrust in traditional politics. Brexit, a once unthinkable event, became a reality. Nations grew divided, struggling to agree on key policies, from migration to economic reform. Political fragmentation has made effective governments harder than ever. Short-termism prevails as leaders chase waters, often abandoning long-term strategies that could secure Europe's future. The political gridlock not only saps economic potential but also alienates citizens who feel left behind by elites. The world has changed, and Europe has struggled to keep up. COVID shattered global supply chains, revealing Europe's dependencies on foreign imports. The pandemic was a wake-up call, but the real blow came from geopolitical tensions. The conflict in Ukraine sent shockwaves through Europe's energy market. With gas prices soaring and supply unstable, inflation hit unprecedented heights. Europe's over-reliance on energy imports has left it vulnerable, and citizens are feeling the crunch. Everyday goods cost more and wages aren't keeping up, leading to one of the most significant declines in living standards in recent history. Europe faces a ticking time bomb, demographics. Populations are aging rapidly while birth rates are plummeting. By 2050, Europe's working-age population will shrink dramatically. This isn't just a statistic, it's an economic nightmare. An aging population means more pressure on healthcare, pensions and social services. With fewer workers, the tax base shrinks and the public finances strain under the weight. Countries like Germany are already feeling the effect, facing labor shortages that stifle growth and productivity. Europe was once at the forefront of innovation, but now it lags behind. As the world shifts to digital economy, Europe has been slow to adapt. Tech giants dominate in the US and China, while Europe struggles to keep pace. This innovation gap is not just a tech issue, it's an economic one. Europe needs more than technological upgrades, it needs a cultural shift. A mindset that embraces risk and supports ambitious research. The potential is there, but the question is, can Europe seize it? One of Europe's greatest challenges and opportunities lies in the green transition. The continent is aiming to lead the world in sustainable energy, but the transition is costly. High energy prices and the need for substantial investment have put strain on industries and households alike. Balancing environmental goals with economic reality is no small feat. Europe must find a way to make this transition without leaving anyone behind, a task easier said than done. Despite the challenges, a little hope remains. But Europe has a unique chance to redefine itself, to become a leader in green technology, to champion sustainable living, and to find unity amidst diversity. But it will require political courage, economic investment, and the will to embrace challenge. And can Europe actually rise to the challenge? The answer lies not just in Brussels or Berlin, but in the hands of the people, the innovators, the activists, the businessmen, those who believe that Europe's brightest days are still ahead. The struggle for Europe's economic future is far from over, but with each challenge comes the possibility of renewal. What happens next will shape the destiny of the continent and perhaps the world. If you are passionate about Europe's future as we are, join the conversation, let's explore, debate, and build a brighter tomorrow.